It's Madden NFL 24, and we're watching the longtime star, Bobby Wagner, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Seahawks and the Browns, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
When the Seahawks named Smith the starter last season, it gave him an opportunity he wasn't sure he would get again. And then he became one of the best quarterbacks in football and sustained it across a full 17 games, winning Comeback Player of the Year. Saved his career with last season and keeps the Seahawks as true contenders.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Smith on 3rd down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be led out by a rookie 5th-round pick out of UCLA, Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 19 carries, 64 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. The Browns at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
On 1st down, Thompson-Robinson. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. But Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Dorian Thompson-Robinson, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get the...
There he goes, right side. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action, now Thompson Robinson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson throwing here. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. And the Browns first down.
First down, here's Thompson Robinson. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
First down, Cleveland.
They run right side with Hunt. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
At the Seahawks 5-yard line.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerome Ford, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Fielded at the 20. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So here are the Browns to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Throwing, Thompson Robinson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is DTR. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Thompson Robinson now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And now off to the races down the right side. Inside the 10 and all the way in. Touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Here's 3rd and a few inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner.
Thompson Robinson will look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Browns 1st down.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Thompson Robinson now. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
1st down, Cleveland.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And Hunt is not going to get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw them for a loss.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I guess and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. He finds Smith and Jigba. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back to throw, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's got some space here. Oh, some strong running. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 202 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the red zone now, Smith. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
No receivers open, so he was forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers. And ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Smith now to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. That is caught. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up for the 1st and goal.
They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Geno now to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. zone, so we will start here at the 25. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
On the delay, here's Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Browns.
The DTR going to throw it here.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Uchenna Nwosu. Down to the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to...
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. There he goes, right side. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on second and long.
Thompson Robinson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This time they stay on the ground. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout?
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Tigers marking on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Smith.
That's complete to DK Metcalf.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale. And it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. From there, we get up to the Rocky Mountains to check on the Broncos at home in Denver. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Joe Mixon, a touchdown run in that first half. It was a strong first half for the former Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He's already over 200 yards rushing as he's well on his way to what could be a record-breaking performance. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, right back to Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Thompson Robinson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Thompson Robinson to throw on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A carry here for Hunt. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
They'll run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
First down, Browns.
This is Ford. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 on the Seahawks 20-yard line.
Thompson Robinson now to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Thompson Robinson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. The Smith throw caught here by Metcalf. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 236 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now it's Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive. And the numbers for him, pretty solid, really. He's run it well. He's caught it pretty well, but they're still far behind the 8 ball on the scoreboard.
Not able to use his talents, as you noted, to narrow the gap in the scoreboard. Sometimes it's a bend but don't break, right? He gets his yardage. That's cool, but it's not paying off on the scoreboard. They're not getting the points necessary. And if you're a defensive team, you'll give up that yardage for the kind of lead they have.
That's what I was going to ask you. Sometimes you say, let this guy do his thing. Let's control what we can control elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Take away the rest of the guys. Don't let them hurt you as well. But the biggest one is they've contained him well enough that they've been able to increase their lead.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing, Thompson Robinson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Geno Smith getting ready to go again here on offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right?
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Sione Takitaki from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. A give for Walker running right. And now off to the races down the right side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Geno. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Smith. This complete to Lockett. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Throwing now is Geno. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? To throw is Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Let's go.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 1st and 10, Thompson Robinson. And he fires one incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now, play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Thompson Robinson now. And that will be incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the Browns' 39-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Smith now to throw. His throw incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now Smith. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
A 22-yard attempt.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big, and they're going to try a fake field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not supposed to root, but good for them for stopping that one and showing that they haven't given up on this game.
Yeah, I just can't believe, though, that they tried the fake with this wide of a margin up that big. But like you said, kudos to the D.
Yeah, if the blood wasn't bad before.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From near his goal line, here's Thompson Robinson. Looking for the crossing receiver. He's got him. This is Hilton. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Thompson Robinson now. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Going for it. Thompson Robinson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Walker. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail, trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They run again with Walker. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
You